Hi, welcome to Fiction Fingers Fairy Channel. Please subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories, and don't forget to like and share this video. Thank you. Dr. Maya's guidance empowered Sofia to assert herself and prioritize her own needs by learning to say no to others' requests and setting healthy boundaries. Sofia nervously approached her parents, knowing that the conversation ahead wouldn't be easy. "Mom, Dad, there's something I need to talk to you both about." She began tentatively. Her mother looked up. "What is it, Sofia? You seem worried." Taking a deep breath, Sofia continued, "I've been working with Dr. Maya, and she's been helping me learn how to set boundaries and prioritize my own needs. I've been saying no more often to things that I can't handle or that don't align with my priorities." Her father furrowed his brows. "But Sofia, why would you do that? You've always been so accommodating and willing to help others." Sofia nodded, understanding their perspective, but determined to express her own needs. "I know, Dad, but I've realized that I can't keep saying yes to everything. It's been causing me a lot of stress and anxiety, and I need to take care of myself." Her mother sighed, exchanging a glance with Sofia's father. "We understand that you want to take care of yourself, Sofia, but sometimes you have to think about others too. You can't just be selfish and put yourself first all the time." Sofia's father furrowed his brows, his concern mirroring her mother's. "Your mother is right, Sofia," he said with a sigh. "You can't always prioritize yourself at the expense of others. Life is about balance, and sometimes that means making sacrifices for the people we care about." Emily, Sofia's sister, who had been listening intently, chimed in, her tone tinged with frustration. "I can't believe you're being so selfish, Sofia. We've always been there for you, and now you're just thinking about yourself." Sofia felt a pang of guilt as her sister's words hit home. She hadn't meant to hurt anyone by putting herself first, but she also knew that she couldn't continue sacrificing her own well-being for the sake of others. "I'm sorry if it seems like I'm being selfish," Sofia replied, her voice trembling slightly. "But I've been struggling a lot lately, and I need to take care of myself before I can be there for anyone else." Her father sighed again, running a hand through his hair. "We understand that you're going through a tough time, Sofia, but shutting us out isn't the answer." Sofia's heart ached at her father's words. She knew that she needed to stand firm in her decision to prioritize her own needs. "I'm not shutting you out, Dad," Sofia said softly. "I just need some space to figure things out on my own. Dr. Maya says that setting boundaries is important for my mental health, and I need to do what's best for me right now." Her mother and sister exchanged a frustrated glance, clearly not convinced by Sofia's explanation. But despite their disapproval, Sofia knew that she had to stay true to herself and her own needs. As the conversation came to an uneasy conclusion, Sofia couldn't shake the feeling of guilt that lingered in the air. She hated the thought of disappointing her family, but she also knew that she couldn't continue sacrificing her own happiness for the sake of others. With a heavy heart, Sofia retreated to her room, hoping that her family would eventually come to understand and accept her decision to prioritize her own well-being. It was a difficult journey ahead, but Sofia knew that she had to stay strong and stay true to herself, no matter what. One evening, Sofia found herself at a family gathering, surrounded by her relatives. As they chatted and laughed, Sofia couldn't shake the feeling of tension in the air. It wasn't long before her cousin, Lisa, approached her with a familiar request. "Hey, Sofia, can I borrow some money? I promise I'll pay you back next week," Lisa asked with a casual smile. Sofia took a deep breath, steeling herself for the conversation ahead. "I'm sorry, Lisa, but I've decided not to lend money to family members anymore. I hope you understand." Lisa's smile faded, replaced by a look of annoyance. "Come on, Sofia, don't be like that. You know I'm good for it." Sofia remained firm in her decision, refusing to back down. "I understand, but I need to stick to my boundaries. I hope you can respect that." As the evening wore on, Sofia couldn't help but notice the whispers and glances exchanged between her relatives. It was clear that they were talking about her, and she couldn't shake the feeling of being ostracized. As Sofia began asserting her boundaries at work and saying no to her colleagues' constant requests for help, she noticed a shift in their behavior towards her. One afternoon, while Sofia was at her desk, her colleague Anna approached her with yet another favor to ask. "Hey Sofia, could you help me with this report? I'm really swamped right now," Anna said, flashing a hopeful smile. Sofia hesitated for a moment, gathering her thoughts before responding firmly. "I'm sorry, Anna, but I have my own deadlines to meet today. I won't be able to assist you this time." Anna's smile faltered, replaced by a look of surprise and slight annoyance. "Oh, come on, Sofia. You always help out. Don't tell me you're too busy now." Sofia remained steadfast in her decision, maintaining her composure. "I understand, but I really need to focus on my own tasks today. I hope you can respect that." Anna's expression hardened as she turned away, muttering under her breath. Sofia couldn't help but feel a pang of guilt, but she knew she needed to stick to her boundaries. As the days passed, Sofia noticed a growing distance between her and her colleagues. They seemed to avoid her, whispering amongst themselves whenever she walked by. One afternoon, Sofia overheard a group of coworkers talking in hushed tones near the water cooler. "I can't believe Sofia," one of them said disdainfully. "She's now become so selfish. She never wants to help anyone anymore." "Yeah, it's like she thinks she's too good for us now," another chimed in, shaking their head in disapproval. Sofia felt a knot form in her stomach as she listened to their words. She knew she had to stay true to herself, but it was hard not to feel hurt by their accusations. Alone in her room, Sofia sat in silence, the weight of her journey towards self-healing heavy on her shoulders. As she reflected on the challenges she faced, she couldn't help but feel a sense of loneliness creeping in. It seemed that those closest to her were unable to offer the support and understanding she so desperately craved. Taking a deep breath, Sofia closed her eyes and whispered to herself, "This journey isn't easy, but it's mine. I may feel alone, but I refuse to continue being used by others just to seek validation and acceptance." She reminded herself of the strength and resilience that had brought her this far. Despite the absence of support from her loved ones, Sofia knew deep down that she was capable of standing on her own 2 feet. "I may not have their approval, but I have my own self-respect," Sofia murmured, her voice filled with determination. "I refuse to compromise my well-being for the sake of others' expectations." With each affirmation, Sofia felt a renewed sense of empowerment coursing through her veins. She knew that she had the power to define her own worth and live life on her own terms. "I am worthy of love and respect, regardless of whether others understand my choices," Sofia declared, her voice growing stronger with each word. "I will continue to prioritize my own needs and set healthy boundaries, even if it means walking this path alone." During a therapy session with Dr. Maya, Sofia opened up about her feelings of loneliness. "I've been feeling really alone lately," Sofia confessed, her voice tinged with sadness. "It's like no one understands what I'm going through, and I don't have anyone to lean on." Dr. Maya listened attentively, nodding empathetically. "Loneliness can be a difficult emotion to grapple with, Sofia, but I'm glad you're sharing these feelings with me. It's an important step in your healing journey." Sofia sighed, her shoulders slumping with the weight of her emotions. "But strangely enough, I also feel a sense of peace lately," she admitted. "Since I've started setting boundaries with those around me, I've felt more in control of my life. And for the first time, I feel like I'm truly loving and respecting myself." Dr. Maya smiled warmly, proud of Sofia's progress. "That's wonderful to hear, Sofia. Learning to set boundaries is a crucial aspect of self-care and self-respect. It's clear that you're making significant strides in your journey towards healing." Encouraged by Dr. Maya's words, Sofia continued to reflect on her journey. "I used to seek validation and acceptance from others, but now I realize that true fulfillment comes from within," she mused. "I've learned to prioritize my own needs and desires, and it's made all the difference in how I perceive myself." Dr. Maya nodded in agreement. "Self-love and self-respect are powerful tools on your path to healing, Sofia. Embracing these qualities will not only enrich your relationship with yourself, but also with others." As the therapy session came to a close, Sofia felt a sense of gratitude wash over her. "Thank you, Dr. Maya," she said, her voice filled with sincerity. Dr. Maya smiled, her eyes twinkling with pride. "You're doing amazing work, Sofia. Remember, I'm here to support you every step of the way." To be continued.